If you're thinking about buying new construction anywhere around Charlotte, listen up, because those shiny model homes come with fine print. Hey everyone, I'm Natalie Warren, a fourth generation Charlottean. I actually left home for 20 years and lived in Los Angeles, Amsterdam, and Boston, so I know exactly what it feels like to relocate to a new city. After moving back, I can confidently say that Charlotte is one of the best places to call home. I've also been a real estate agent for over 10 years, helping clients buy and sell nearly 400 homes. So I've seen firsthand what people love and sometimes struggle with when making the move here. Whether you're thinking of moving to Ballantyne, Indian Land, or Lake Norman, you already know new construction communities are popping up everywhere. But before you walk into that beautiful model home, here's what you need to know about pricing, timing, and how to avoid some very expensive mistakes. First things first, representation. One of the biggest mistakes buyers make is walking into a model home and registering with the builder before they have an agent. Here's why that's a problem. Most builders actually pay your buyer's agent commission, meaning you can have your own agent represent you and the builder will cover their fee. But, and this is a big but, if you walk in, sign your name, and don't list your agent from that first visit, many builders will no longer pay that agent's commission. That means you'll either have to pay out of pocket or go unrepresented. And remember, that on-site representative is not your agent. They represent the builder's best interest, not yours, and their goal is to get the builder the most amount of money possible. A good buyer's agent should be negotiating incentives, reviewing your contract, and making sure deadlines and inspections stay on track. I just negotiated $40,000 in builder incentives for my client, and then we stacked that with a $20,000 incentive from a local bank program. That's $60,000 in savings off their purchase price. This is where having a good agent matters. The right guidance can literally save you tens of thousands at the closing table. So don't sign anything until you've looped your own realtor in. If having an advocate to work on your behalf is free, why not take advantage of it? Let's talk timing, because timing is everything with new construction. Builders tend to offer the biggest incentives at the end of the fiscal quarter. So think March, June, September, and December. Even the last few days of the month can make a huge difference. I've literally seen prices jump overnight when the calendar flips. And if you want the very best deal, that's at the end of the year. Builders hate rolling into January with unsold homes on their books, so they're often ready to deal big time. You can also score great savings on inventory homes. Those are homes that are already built or nearly finished. Builders want them off the books before the next reporting period, and that urgency is your leverage. Another opportunity, early phases of new communities. Prices usually start lower and rise with each phase. The trade-off is living in a construction zone for a while, potentially paying high HOAs for amenities that aren't complete, and possibly having to wait years for the builder to finish before you can sell without competing with them. If you want to save thousands, don't just ask, what's the price? Ask, what phase are we in? And look at the date on the calendar. Those two questions can totally change your bottom line. Is new construction actually cheaper right now? You've probably seen the headlines saying new construction can be cheaper than resale homes at the moment. And in some cases, that's true. Even if the list price looks higher, when you factor in rate buy downs, builder paid closing costs, and free upgrades, you could actually spend less on something brand new. Here's what's happening. Since the market has slowed, many builders are sitting on standing inventory and paying high carrying costs. Instead of lowering the prices outright, they're offering creative incentives to move those homes. And that's where the real savings come in. So don't just get hung up on the sticker price. Builders can be flexible, and if you know how to ask, you can save more than you think. A builder's reputation is everything. Not all builders are created equal. Now, I'm not going to go blast anyone here, but think of it like dating. They all look great in photos, but you really need to know how they act after the honeymoon phase. Right now, several national builders are making headlines for all the wrong reasons. The last thing you want is buyer's remorse that lands you in a courtroom. Do your homework and have an experienced agent on your side before you sign anything. Read reviews, talk to past buyers, visit completed communities, not just the model home. Check their record with the Better Business Bureau and ask homeowners how warranty issues were handled, because that's where a builder's true colors really come out. And honestly, this is where your agent should earn their keep. A good agent knows which builders stand behind their product and which ones to steer you away from. We've seen their patterns, the repeat complaints, the rush finishes, the warranty nightmares. So lean on that experience. That's literally what we're here for. Pro tip, how a builder handles their problems after closing tells you everything you need to know. Most new homes will come with a 1-year workmanship warranty, 2 years for systems, and 10 years for the structure, often called a 1-2-10 warranty. But read the fine print. Some warranties are handled by a third party, and that can mean you're chasing someone down who's a subcontractor to get your repairs done. Also, make sure your warranty is transferable if you sell within a few years. That adds real value for resale. And yes, even though it's new, get your own inspections. Builders miss things, it happens. Know what's included in the base price. The model home can be a trap, a gorgeous, well-staged trap. That dreamy kitchen, the coffered ceilings, the designer lighting, those are often multi-six-figure upgrades, many of them that the builder won't even offer. Always ask for the feature sheets so you know exactly what's included in the base price versus what's going to be an upgrade. One community may look like a better deal than the other, but when you start comparing upgrades, it may be the other way around. Preferred lender incentives. Builders will often dangle big credits if you use their preferred lender, but always get a comparison quote. Sometimes those credits disappear if the rate or the fees are higher. Let your lender and your realtor help you compare the full picture, not just the shiny headline number. Depending on how the deal is structured, if the builder's incentives aren't tied to the preferred lender, you can sometimes stack additional offers by using an outside bank. I recently negotiated $40,000 in builder incentives for a buyer and then guided them to a local bank offering another $20,000 in financing incentives. That's $60,000 in free money my clients walked away with by just knowing how to structure the deal the right way. Amenities and HOA reality check. Those renderings of the pool, the pickleball courts, and the walking trails, gorgeous, but ask when they'll actually be built. You don't want to pay high HOA fees for amenities that are years away that you'll never be able to use. If you're not a tennis person, don't pay for someone else's tennis court. Some communities also include cable and Wi-Fi, but if it's not what you want, you will be paying twice for those services. If you're thinking that new construction is the easy button, it can be, but only if you know how to play the game. Timing, reputation, and representation are everything. If you're considering buying or building in the Charlotte area, let's talk. I can help you figure out which builders are worth your time and when to strike for the very best deal. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow for more Charlotte real estate insights that you won't find on your Google search.